Hello everyone and welcome back to the Live Forever show. I think I have quite possibly the youngest guest I'm going to ever have on this show. He's absolutely amazing. He's accomplished so much at such a young age. I'm sure you guys have seen him all over social media or maybe even on stage with Paul Weller. Today I've got Noah. He's also known as Sonofamod. Let me welcome you to Noah.
Cheers. Nice to be on.
Amazing stuff. So Noah, I think the main question that everyone's wondering, how old actually are you?
Right. Yeah, this one that shocks everyone.
Yeah.
I'm actually 14 years old.
14. I mean, to accomplish that much at such a young age is absolutely insane to me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find, I mean, you're so confident online and everything like that. How do you get that confidence at such a young age?
Well, what I try to think, I've grown up in a generation which is not quite the norm for me.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, people see it as the same way for me, and I like to think of it like I don't really care what people think of what I do.
That's amazing.
Because I'm just going to get on with it and do my stuff. They could do theirs. We could do two different things.
Do you know how refreshing that is to hear in the modern day? Because I think self-doubt is such a huge thing with anyone. I mean, what you must be, what, secondary school, year 10?
Oh, I'm going into year 10.
You're going into year 10.
Yes.
Because what I say in, like, when I was your age, I was the most shy person you'll ever meet. I was so, like, focused on my study. I was shy. I had barely any friends. To have the confidence to even create a social media channel or do half the stuff you're doing, I think is so inspirational to, like, the younger generation. Like, I think it's absolutely crazy, and it's so good that you don't care, because at the end of the day, like, you're gonna get hate comments, I presume. Do you get any hate comments at all? Yeah.
I know, to be fair, there's just people that I like to think of it by they're just jealous, and I just don't really care, because if they have to take their time out of their day to make fun of a 14-year-old, I just don't.
It says a lot on them.
Yeah, it just says a lot. I don't care. I'm not fazed by it. It's just, I'm just going to keep on getting on with it. And if they want to keep on hating, they can keep on hating. I don't really care.
Do you know what? I'm so glad you think that way. And do you know the worst of it is that lots of these people create fake accounts. And it's like they go out of their day to create a faceless profile. And I usually find with lots of them, it's almost like they're obsessed. And it's like you said, you're 14. Why is a grown man like just targeting a 14-year-old? It's actually crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you've probably seen it all. I don't know if you get it worse on like TikTok or Instagram or.
Well, I'm quite. My TikTok's quite. Not a lot of people like from Instagram really know it, because I'm quite discreet on TikTok, but obviously on Instagram it's just my main thing. But I only really use TikTok to post things that I like from my Instagram, and obviously to watch stuff about like loads of modern music and that. Yeah,
all the best stuff really. Mm-hmm. So how did Sonofamod come about? I presume your dad, because Sonofamod.
Right, yeah. So this is. I'm not going to like sugarcoat the story at all. So, my dad, when he was growing up, he became like adored to Oasis, and then with Oasis, obviously came Ocean Colour Scene, which he's loved. Like, I think they're his favourite band, and they're obviously quite a modernist band, because like obviously the likes of Steve Craddock, who's very, very he's also Paul Weller's guitarist, and Ocean Colour Scene are very based off of Paul Weller, because they're not acquaintances, but they're very
kind of in the same realm almost.
Yes, very the same. And then ever since I've been young, like my earliest memory, it's been like my dad used to sing Half the World Away to me when I was going to sleep, when I was like,
oh, that's so sweet. Wow.
And ever since, I've never really liked all this pop stuff. I've been always liking like Oasis, Arctic Monkeys. I had a really big Arctic Monkeys phase.
I don't blame you. They're insane.
And then recently I've been getting into Ocean Colour Scene. Have been there since the start. And then I've started getting into like Paul Weller, Small Faces, the Kinks, like everyone like that. And I've just said, like, the way people are dressing, like, I got to shout out a couple of people.
Of course.
Yeah, like, I used to, I don't know how to explain it, but I saw this band in 2023, like on Instagram. They're called the Molotovs.
Of course, I know the Molotovs.
Yeah.
I've met Matt from the Molotovs in the Marquee,
Yes,
Covent Garden.
yes.
Yeah.
It's the best boozer around.
Oh my god, they I love Chaz and Dave.
Yes,
and I went up to the bar and I was like, "Can you put Chaz and Dave on?" They put on London Girls by Chaz and Dave. I was like, "This is the venue I belong in."
Yeah, and like I went to see them live, and I was like, am I allowed to swear on here?
Of course you are.
But, I was like, fuck me, look what he's wearing. He's got.
It's cool.
Look at it. And then I was like I need to dress like that because it's so.
It's different but cool.
Yeah, it's so different.
It looks amazing. That whole mod look, all in like really smart suits, even like your Fred Perry, beautiful like brogues or like everything like that. And it's so nice to see someone so young wearing it because it's so smart. I mean, you look around London and like in some places it's just like tracksuits, Nike Tech fleeces.
Yeah.
Think what's gone wrong?
Like so we've gone from like the 2000s, which were dominated by bands like the Libertines, the Strokes, Arctic Monkeys, all of them, Baby Shambles. Obviously, I think Baby Shambles were a bit later in the 2000s.
Well, yeah.
But it was like the indie nation. England was the indie nation, like Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
Like, and then obviously like the likes of Paul Weller, and everyone was into that. And then it's just changed so much because kids, like they're getting into all like new grime.
I think it's such replaceable music, isn't it?
But I don't really blame them because people like have their own tastes. Yeah. And I'm not going to say anything's wrong with that because everyone likes what everyone likes, you know?
Yeah, you have such a refreshing outlook on the world, I think. It's so rare to hear that because when I was in school, obviously you get like your classic kind of bully groups and everything, and I was quite like individualistic on my own. I was obsessed with the Smiths and Radiohead. Yeah. I listened to that. It seemed like for me, no one got it. No one got it. Everyone's on the main genre music. And I was just like, these bands are amazing. And like, why aren't they talked about this? Until I left school, I realised actually people do love them.
It's just like, you need to... what I think about is, in school, like obviously you have your friends, but when you're out of school, you find your right people.
You're so right, yeah.
You
so
find
right.
your right people that, like, like in school, I've got my mates and that, but they're not really into what I'm into. Yeah. But outside school, like, I've got so many mates now that listen to the same thing, and we can bond over good music, other than people that bond over like other music that I wouldn't get into. Yeah. But yeah, it's just you need to find your right people. You need to find your right audience. So right.
I mean, for me, I completely agree because I know I always talk about the Libertines, but none of like I look back on my life and none of it, like my friends that I have now, all the experiences I have in life wouldn't have been possible without the Libertines. It's like Sarah, Libertine girl, who's a big fan of yours. I met her because of the Libertines, and it's mad how music connects people in that way, because I found for me music has only been the thing that's helped me connect with like-minded people. It's probably I don't know if it's the same with you, but it sounds like it is. Yeah.
Like a lot of my mates I've like in this scene, I've either met at gigs or they've complimented me on Instagram, and that bond's just grown. Like one of my best mates at the moment, Luca. I was wearing this really nice shirt and he complimented it. Then we kept on talking. Yeah. Then it got to the point where we started hanging out, and now we're hanging out so recently. And I like to shout him out because he's been such a good person.
Luca, is it? Big up Luca.
Yeah,
what a legend. What an absolute legend.
He was the one that came in.
Was he? Oh, he was wearing Fred Perry and everything. And he had a lovely pair of loafers on. He knows his style.
Yeah. But I still need to get a pair of those. My ones are very platformed, and I need some ones that are quite flat.
Yeah. So when did you notice that your channel started to blow up?
So, I'll see if I could remember, because I think... So it got to the point, so... In around January and February, I think I was staying on around like 200 followers. But then I started doing these outfit checks where I used to do all my outfits, and people started they started blowing up.
I think that's how I found you.
Yeah.
I remember seeing an outfit check and I was like, oh my God, like a young kid wearing like mod clothes. Like, yeah. It's so different, but in a good way, of course, yeah.
They started blowing up, and then bands started messaging me, like saying how cool I look. And then... There was this one that luckily I posted it because if it wasn't for that, Paul Weller probably wouldn't have known, liked my stuff. Like he really likes what I'm doing. Like he's told me that himself, which is.
I was going to say we're going to have to touch upon the Paul Weller thing.
Yes.
I mean, so Margate Dreamland. I'm actually seeing Baby Shambles this year. I was on Instagram and I was like, what is Noah doing? He's up on stage with Paul Weller. I mean, I assume he's got to be one of your biggest idols, and to be stood next to him, let alone singing, that's entertainment, wasn't it? On stage with him, how insane is that?
Well, so I was standing in the middle of my two ultimate idols. It was Steve Craddock and Paul Weller.
Yeah.
So basically, we were at the gig. I was so excited because I've only just got back in from Greece at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I had to leave at 7 o'clock in the morning to get to Margate. And I got there at 10 o'clock and I was queuing outside because let alone the gate opened at 5. And I was queuing outside from 10 in the morning so I would get the best
barrier
space. And I had loads of mates, but they didn't come until 3, and I got them the spaces because if they didn't, they would have been right at the back.
Yeah.
But I got them the spaces, and so first of all, Miles Kane was up, and Miles Kane was liking all my stuff, which is insane.
You know, me too. I was on Instagram and I did a cover of Lady Writer by Dire Straits, and it came up with Miles Kane, the blue tickers, like your post. I was like, sorry.
Yeah.
I assume it is him behind the account.
Yeah,
it is, and he's like, how mad is that?
Yeah. Well, I really love Miles Kane as well because. I think my earliest memory of Miles Kane is when I was in my Arctic Monkeys phase. I also listened to a lot of the Last Shadow Puppets. Yeah. And the songs that they wrote, they were so melodic and they were very, very. I don't know if you get the correlation, but they were very similar to Lennon and McCartney.
Yeah.
In this, in the songwriting
the
way.
Duality.
Yes.
I completely get that because after Lennon and McCartney, you definitely had Alex Turner, Miles Kane, Pete Doherty and Carl Barat. Yeah. These duos. It's almost like they feed off each other. As a musician, you would know, it's like call and response, with the guitar or even in the lyricism. It's so beautiful.
Yes.
I think it's such a class way. And there's not really that many people that do it anymore. I don't think. I don't know. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's a really standout duo. I mean, obviously, the Molotovs, him and his sister. I mean, that just says they're fantastic.
They're brilliant.
They are absolutely fantastic. But yeah, going back to the Paul Weller thing. So, how on earth do you actually get on stage with him? So, did he know you, or did he see you in the crowd?
So I'm pretty sure. So his wife Hannah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's where he watches all his social media and that.
Ah, okay.
And she started following me, and she started liking my posts, and so basically, so it was after Miles Kane. Miles Kane was insane. He was so good.
Yeah, he is crazy.
And
I love him.
he is so melodic. But after that, literally about a minute before Paul came on, Paul Weller's management came up to me and said, Paul Weller's seen you in the crowd and he likes all your stuff, he loves what you're doing. He wants you up on stage to play That's Entertainment. And I was like,
excuse me?
What?
I bet you had to pinch yourself.
No, I actually thought I was strict. No, there was a point in that. So obviously I was so excited. Then I came on.
Yeah.
Then he came on. So Paul came on to the stage.
Oh my God.
And then that was I really fanboy. We were all screaming.
I bet. Yeah.
He turned over. He saw me and he just pointed at me like that. And I was like, I actually felt like I was gonna faint.
That's insane.
It was so mad. And then it was before. It was after he played Move On Up actually. He says, I know you're famous on YouTube and that. I don't think it wasn't YouTube, but it was you're famous on all that. Yeah. And then so he obviously knew who I was, and he got me up stage, and I was like, wow. That was in front of 7,500 people. I was gonna say,
were you nervous or were you just overcome with excitement?
I was so nervous, and I wasn't panicking, but I was like, oh my God, am I?
It's now or never. Yeah.
Am I about to do this? And then
wow,
he introduced me on, and then he was there.
It's like what? It's like God. It's just there.
I just took the opportunity to give them both massive hugs.
Good.
What they've done for me in my life, man.
Well, that's it. I mean, huge shout out to Paul Weller because you're 14 and it's like you're your dream, and it's just so lovely when musicians actually recognise their fans. I mean, speaking of Paul Weller and a certain guitar that he may have given you, you told us this story a little bit earlier, but if you'd like to tell the audience a story about Paul Weller and a guitar.
This is a story that not many people know. So, so I was on my way to do this little musical thing in Walthamstow, and I had this this 2012 Les Paul traditional Gibson, and I put it against the car, and I told my dad, he said that I didn't. I told my dad, don't pull off the guitars on the car. And then I've gone to go get my mic out of the other car. I've turned around. I've just seen the car moving backwards and go right over it. I said, oh no.
That's it. Your hopes and dreams are shattered.
And it just went. I didn't want to open the case. As soon as I opened the case, there's where the body meets the neck, massive crack. And we can't play that because it's just going to snap. The thing's going to snap. And so basically, in Paul Weller's band, his bassist Jake Fletcher, who I want to do a massive shout out to.
Yeah. Jake
Fletcher, mate. If all of this wouldn't have happened without you. I was messaging him to see if he knew what I could do with it, because I'm pretty sure he's a luthier of guitars, and he obviously gave me advice. But then I think secretly he was telling Paul about it. Then it was literally 2 days ago, I was round my mate's house and he said, oh no, mate, what's your number? And then I obviously gave him my number, and he says, Paul's got something for you. He wants you to go pick up from the studio.
Oh my God.
And then I said, oh my God, what is it? And he said, he's giving you a guitar. Lending me a guitar for
goodness.
But that's still that's a Paul Weller guitar.
I mean, that's insane. I mean, that's guitar, I don't know about you, but I have probably about 8 guitars. Each guitar inspires a song, a certain way of writing. I assume you've played the guitar loads.
Yes.
Has it just inspired you to write your songs in a certain way or anything like that?
Well, with me, I'm very bad at writing songs.
I'm the same. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I've never really written any songs because I know they just don't really go well for what I'm trying to go for.
I mean, you are still young, so I'm sure it will come to you.
It'll come in good time, you know.
Yeah, I think especially being at school, you still obviously have to focus on your studies and everything like that. So you do kind of need all of that out of your head to then have the fresh head of okay, music's my career. Then I think that's where it happens, because I could never string a song together. It's I play all my covers and it's just everyone's like, where's your original stuff? And I went, do you know what? I probably have 2 original songs out and I hate them. They're all on private on YouTube because I hate them so much. And I'll sit down with an acoustic guitar, but it just feels empty. And it's so hard to find a band from my area because not many people do music. But writing a song, I get that. I think I'm too picky as well, because I want to write a certain way, but then when it doesn't turn out a certain way, I don't like it.
Yeah. Well, about the band, it took me 4 years to find my band.
4 years.
4 years. I've been looking for so long.
Yeah.
Then I finally made one, and I would not change a thing about it.
It's the ties, isn't it?
Yeah, I love them so much.
I was going to touch upon your band, actually. So you recently played a gig. You have to remind me where it was. I can't remember.
Camden Dingwalls 2.
Yeah, great venue. And Matt Molotov came on as well.
Yes.
And I saw that all over. How amazing is that?
Yeah, well, it's mad because I used to really look up to him.
Yeah.
Literally not even 4 months ago, but I would consider now that we're quite good mates.
That's good, because I think he's a great person to look up for yourself. He's young. He's done really, really well with his career. He dresses fantastically. I think he's a great role model to have.
Yeah. I've got a lot of role models. I used to really look up, I was talking about my mate Luke earlier. I used to really look up to him because he was such an inspiration to me. Oh, sorry, I didn't speak up to the mic. But,
no, that's all right. Yeah.
He was just a massive inspiration to me, and now we're best mates.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yes. Is he in the band?
No, he isn't.
Okay.
He's in his own band. They're called Mayfair. They're so good.
Shout out to Mayfair.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Mayfair. I would recommend going to see Mayfair.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah,
they're they're not cliche, and that's what I really like about them. They're like 60s rhythm and blues, which is quite cool.
I have a really big time and place for that kind of music.
Yeah.
I really, really like that. Proper blues music. I used to be into like Buddy Holly.
Yes.
I don't know if you know him.
No, I know Buddy Holly.
That's mad that you know him at that age. I mean, I find him absolutely fantastic. I went through a huge like Buddy Holly phase.
Yeah.
Like proper like blues music, and it's just like, it was amazing. I miss like, I mean, I wasn't even live for it, but where you could go into bars and they put on like blues nights.
Yeah.
So you don't really get that anymore. I mean, you might in London in some places, but you don't really get that anymore. Just a quick shout out to Artifacts, where I filmed this amazing episode on the podcast. They have a great studio you guys can hire out as well. So what is the studio? They have a great shop where you can buy great casual clothes from Lyle and Scott all the way up to Grand Alliance. So do check them out now, guys.
So yeah, well, I'd also like to talk about this as well.
Yeah.
Like when I started getting into this mod stuff, I found out about this club that goes on. I think it's the last Saturday of every month, and it's called Tickety Boo Nights, and they're Northern Soul Nights.
Oh, Northern Soul
Nights, and I'm going to my first one tomorrow, and I'm so buzzing for it.
The way they dance, it's like they're floating across the dance floor.
I know so many people that are so good at it, and it's just I try it sometimes, and I'm like, mate, I just keep getting like mixed up my feet and that.
Yeah, and it's kind of like the same dress sense that you have. I feel with that, it's just like really well dressed people, like-minded people, good music, and fantastic dancing. But like you said, I've tried to do the Northern Soul dance. Everyone's like, no, you're just gonna follow the music. And I'm like, I'm trying, but I'm tripping over my feet.
You just don't know what to do.
So when you and your band are on stage and you're performing, have you only played that one gig so far?
Yeah.
Do you get nervous or?
We were so my other band members, I have played shows before with other bands, but my drummer has, me and my bassist, who are very close at the moment. Sorry.
That's all right.
we were very like, all right, is this gonna go well? Is this we were like kind of overthinking it, but we were just trying to play it cool.
Yeah.
And it turned out, for our first gig, it turned out to be a good one.
So I saw it all over Instagram, and you guys looked professional, confident, a good turnout.
Yeah,
it was amazing. So because I think there was a story up the day before, and someone put up, oh, Noah's friend is going to be there, and I was like, oh my god, is Paul Weller going to show up? But I presume it was Matt, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it's great that he's got time to support you guys.
The second coming of Paul Weller.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I'm so glad that there's people like yourself and Matt that keep it alive, really. I know that there's another, you might have seen him, he's called Magic Mod, the magician. He comes on these shows.
I think the Ties might be on his podcast soon, which is going to be pretty cool.
Oh, that'll be great. He does it in the exact same studio.
Yeah.
It'll be like round two. At least you'll be used to it by then.
Yeah, I really like his stuff because like he obviously does like loads of like magic with Paul Weller and that, and
because he knows him really well. Yeah,
because when you first see Paul Weller, you get the first thing that he's kind of like. I love Paul Weller, and I know it's not true, but like everyone thinks he's kind of miserable.
I've heard that. Some people are like, oh, he's a bit standoffish.
Yeah. Well, and you see these videos of him doing the magic. He's like astounded. He's like doing jokes.
Yeah.
He's really funny.
Yeah.
And also I've got another story about Paul Weller.
Yeah,
which
go
is
on.
More mind-blowing.
Drop it in.
Right. So when I got home with this guitar, I get a number calling me, and it's just an unknown number. And it's on WhatsApp, and then I see the picture, and it's Paul Weller. And then
no way.
What I always remember, because it was so mad. The way I picked up the phone and he says, Noah, it's Paul Weller, and I was like, what?
You're gonna get a load of people in the comment section now being like, oh, give me Paul Weller's number.
Oh mate, no, I would never.
No, I know that. Yeah.
Mate,
God, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? I know that Liam Gallagher accidentally leaked his WhatsApp number really recently.
Did he?
Yeah, he accidentally did it on Twitter.
Oh,
I didn't
know
a screenshot
that.
and like his number was at the top or something.
Oh,
that must be absolutely awful. But yeah, obviously like influences like Paul Weller. Is there anyone else that like really stands out to you as like a huge influence in your life?
As I said, Steve Craddock.
Yeah.
Who, if people don't know, he's the guitarist of Paul Weller.
Yeah.
He does some stuff for the Specials.
Yeah.
And he does stuff for Ocean Colour Scene.
God, amazing.
But yeah, obviously, another one of my influences is what's his name? I forgot his name.
Huge influence. What band's he from?
Oh, he's. Wait, I'm gonna remember his name.
It's all right because we
the
can
Specials.
Terry Hall.
Terry Hall.
Terry Hall. Yeah.
But Terry Hall and Suggs, they're quite.
Oh, Suggs is a legend. Yeah.
Steve Diggle from Buzzcocks.
Yeah.
They're good.
God, you got like a proper old soul when it comes to music.
Yeah, very.
I think it's a good thing though. I mean, for me, I was brought up on like Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, and they were probably like the two. And it's just like, I would try and talk about it in like music class in school, but no one was getting it. So it's so nice to meet people. Like you said before, you do meet like your real friends outside of school.
Outside of school.
I completely agree with
like
that.
People that get you.
That's it. And you need people like that. I feel like you need to like surround yourself with like-minded people, and you'll be like a product of your own environment kind of. And it seems like you're doing really well at that.
Like what other idols? Obviously Liam and Noel Gallagher, Bonehead.
I love Bonehead.
To be fair, I look up to Bonehead more than Liam and Noel themselves.
Do you? Yeah. I guess as a musician you see the technical side of it, don't you, really? Yeah, he's an absolute legend.
And then who else is there?
There's so many.
There is so many. Pete Doherty, Cole Barat.
Oh God,
and another one, Gary Powell. I look up to Gary Powell.
Do you know what? I think he is arguably probably one of the best drummers at the moment. He does like there's The Good Old Days by the Libertines, that song. When they play it live, I know you've seen the Libertines live when you were like 1 year old.
1 years old.
But he does this absolutely insane drum like run up. If anyone hasn't seen it, check out any Libertines live performance, and it's The Good Old Days. Just before that, he's doing this absolutely insane. You think, what an underrated drummer. I think lots of drummers kind of are in the shadows a bit. And he is a fantastic example of what a class drummer is, I would say. But yeah, no, Pete and Carl, they're my idols. They will always be my idols. I just love them. I mean, we have to fact check this, but didn't your mum say that she...
Right.
Go on, tell the story.
So my mum, when the Libertines were first about, she still does, she adores the Libertines, and there was a story about there's a record company. It was either a management or record company coming to Barfly to come watch.
I think it might have been Rough Trade.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's Barfly. Was it not?
Was that the venue?
Yeah.
Oh, the Barfly venue. Yeah. Oh, and then the Rough Trade is this. Yeah. I think that was it. Yeah.
So, what Pete did, he basically like chose loads of people to come because like they barely had any fans at the time, because obviously they were like on the cover of Vogue even before they had an album out, which was mad, because that scene, the whole like the Camden indie scene,
amazing.
Like you have Amy Winehouse.
I mean, the fact that you could go to a bar in Camden and Amy Winehouse could be sitting in the Hawley Arms. Yeah, that's how it used to be.
Like the Dublin Castle.
What a great venue. The Good Mixer, even better venue. But the fact you could go there and there'd be like these huge idols sat there. I mean, you do get it a little bit. I was in the Hawley Arms fairly recently, and I think I kind of looked at someone, I was like, oh, I kind of know their face, but I couldn't really put their name to their face. But how do you feel like in the modern day? Do you feel like it's slowly dying a bit? It's all a bit social media, isn't it?
Well, I think this year for the Camden London underground music scene, it is slowly rising, because there's like bands like but they're not really my cup of tea, but like bands like Keo and like Bleach 93, they're bringing back loads of like indie kids back into underground venues. Which I got to praise them for that, because I went for a while.
I'm the same as you. I saw Keo at Transmit. I appreciate what they do. They're very talented, but I just didn't resonate with them. But like you said, they are doing exactly what you said. They're bringing back. I mean, I just saw a video of them the other day. They played like in a skate park, and I was like, who's done that? It's a really, really good idea. So hats off to them, to be honest.
I also like people that do that when people do like, I'm pretty sure they're called like guerrilla gigs, when they just do them out in the, like
in the open,
out in the wild. Like a musician might say.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously you have, Wait, who's done a great? So the Molotovs did a very famous one. They actually did it twice on Berwick Street.
Was that when they had that on the back of the truck?
On the trailer,
yeah. On the trailer, that was it. I mean, that was iconic. That was everywhere.
That was everywhere.
And they have that look as well, and I think that draws people in, doesn't it?
And then obviously you have those Keo guys that did it in the skate park. They I do think it's the revival of the underground music scene.
What do you think you would do, like with the ties, and you had to choose, like to do something like the skate park, like being on the back of the trailer? What would you do to make a bit of like a
a scene?
Yeah. What would you do? I mean, it's quite a hard question to think of on the spot.
Okay.
I've just realised, because if I was asked that, I wouldn't really know.
I thought of another one, like the Beatles did the rooftop.
That's probably one of the most iconic performances ever.
Like doing it somewhere, like
somewhere where like the fans can like see and be involved.
Sex Pistols did like a massive one on a boat, going past the Towers of London, the Towers of London, because they were very they're one of our big influences, because they just didn't care.
Do you know what? I'm so glad you say this. Sex Pistols, huge shout out to them. They were absolutely amazing. I still listen to them, and I play in a band in Scotland, and we always say, because we're looking for a lead guitarist, the main thing is inspiration, Sex Pistols.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like it's not well rehearsed, it's not perfect, it's like almost messy, but an amazing mess.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so the thing is with the thing is with Sex Pistols, like you could listen to their music, and like you could listen to a couple tunes, and they're like, "What's going on?" Like it's so like beautiful.
It's just amazing. I know,
so good, but it's so messy. But that's how I like it, you know.
I'm exactly the same as you. It's just sometimes it's always good to be a bit like clean cut, and obviously with production, I feel like nowadays with like music production, it is very precise. There isn't really like, I think the Molotovs are a great example of kind of like Sex Pistols vibe. Yes. They go absolutely wild and stuff. It's Izzy, isn't it? Izzy, the bassist. Izzy. She's absolutely like insane, but in a really good way.
In a very good way.
As in like you're watching them and you think, this is it. This is like amazing.
They're a very energetic band. Like the thing is with like when you were talking about the messy stuff, like when we were playing last week, I remember, I think it was in the middle of a town called Malice, I just put down my guitar and started crowd surfing.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
It's like, mate, might as well. It's like you're enjoying it.
Well, exactly. And that's how people remember you, I feel. Because I was always thinking, like, when I play like my first ever gig, when I finally get the band together, you got to do something that's memorable, whether it's the outfit that you wear or you just absolutely go and lose your mind on stage. You've got to do it, I think. Yeah. And that crowd surfing is a great example. That's amazing.
Because I remember it's a quote that I live by. I think I could try and remember it. Liam tweeted it and it says, "Listen, kids, you only get to live it once. So live life to the max," like something like that.
Yeah. Because like you did an Instagram post with it, and then you swipe through.
Like, it's just because like you're never gonna be a kid again, you know. Live it while it lasts.
Well,
you know?
You're so right.
You're only young once.
Well, that's it, and it's so good that you've got into all of this at such a young age, because 5 years time you'll be 19, and you just think you've already accomplished so much, like, and you're only 14 than what some people have done like in a lifetime, like in a musical career. You pretty much know Paul Weller, he knows you've been given a guitar by Paul Weller, you've been on stage with Paul Weller, you're playing gigs in a band, you're getting recognised by lots of people. Like my friend Sarah, shout out to Sarah, she was like, "Oh my God, you got Sonofamod on your podcast, can I come?" And I was like, I invited her, but she had to look after her kid and all this, and she's like, "Oh, he's amazing, he's got like this star quality." And it's, for me, like when you meet people, I kind of call it like they have it. It's so hard to describe what it is, but it's like just meeting you, it's like you have it. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody out there. Like you can just sense it, and it's almost like an energy. I sound like I'm a spiritualist or something, but you can just sense like an energy. It's like you just have it. It's so like lovely to see that you have such a drive, a passion, and at such a young age, I just can't believe how young you are. Like, it's actually mad.
Well, what I try to live by, I try to be like if you listen to like the Jam and you listen to the Sex Pistols, you listen to all those bands, they didn't care what people think, they did what they wanted to do.
It's so hard to get caught up, I think, with like the modern industry. Like social media is a huge thing, like we've touched on before, like with negative comments. you can be flooded with hundreds of really positive comments, but there's always that one negative one that I always remember. And it's always the way. Like, I don't know if you're the same. I mean, you're quite good because you're just, like you said, you don't really care. Like, you're doing your own thing. And it does come from a place of jealousy with most of these people. I think because you're so young, you've done so much with your life. Like, I think a lot of these people are sitting at home thinking, I wish that was me. So I guess you kind of have to take it in a positive, don't you? In a way. I don't know.
No, that's good. It's true. It's completely correct.
Yeah. So I've seen like your guitar covers, like the Beatles. I mean, you're an absolutely fantastic guitar player. How long have you been playing guitar? I mean,
7 years.
7 years old.
I've been playing since I was 7 years old.
I mean, you did a Beatles cover at Pop Top, was it?
Was it Till There Was You?
I think it was.
It was the one. It was like the very it had like a massive solo.
That was the one. Yeah, that was the one.
Or it could have been. Well, I did. Was it very recently, or was it kind of far back?
God, wait, I think you're playing a Les Paul. Maybe I can't really remember. Oh, it's been run over now.
I'm not.
It might not have been. I'm trying to picture it. It might have been a while ago, actually.
If you really like, I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's insane. I mean, you mentioned before this podcast, you used to watch my TikTok videos.
You used to blow up back in like 2023.
It's when I was year 6. Yeah. Yes. Oh my God, it makes me feel old. Year 6.
I remember it all, man. I remember when like the Oasis reunion was first announced. Weren't you in one of their posts? Like, didn't they? Yes, I remember that.
I find it mad. I don't know how it came about because I started posting Oasis content and then about 5 months later they announced a tour and it's almost like subconscious in my mind. Yeah. Look, why the hell? It's like a manifest. And not saying I did, obviously, because that's a huge thing. But it was like the timing was perfect, I think.
Yeah, the timing was, Well, I don't think they could have done a tour in a more perfect place. Yeah. Because they did it basically slap bang in the summer holidays where everyone could enjoy it, not like people like, because a lot of gigs now, like, not a lot of gigs that I go to, like when you're going to like a gig at like the Barfly or the like the Dublin Castle or the Electric Ballroom, they're mostly on weekdays, and that's the very annoying thing because
you got school.
I remember me and my dad when Radiohead did their big like reunion. Yeah, I remember because I used to really be interested in them. I don't know if I like listen to them much now.
I'm the same, to be honest. I was huge into them. I don't really listen to them.
They were really good, but I think it ended at about 12, and it was all the way in the O2, and I'm pretty sure we missed the last train. I think we got back at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
There's nothing worse.
School as well.
Yeah. But Radiohead are amazing.
They were really good.
I mean, I remember asking for OK Computer for my 15th birthday.
Really?
It's a fantastic record. I mean, Let Down.
Record.
Oh, what a great song. I always come back to that song, Let Down by Radiohead. And exit music for a film. It brings me to tears.
That's their best song in my opinion.
Do you know what? I would completely agree with you. So obviously, like, you go to school, you're doing music. What does like an average day in your life look like? A bit of everything, by the sounds of it.
Well, is this like a school day, or should I do both?
Guess, yeah. Go on, go for both.
So at school, I wake up, get changed, obviously, go to school. At school, I'm not really bothered with school. I still learning that. Yeah. But I think sometimes it just gets in the way of so much.
Well, I mean, you're already at a place really where I think people know that you're going to do well for yourself, isn't it? So it's it must be so hard to focus on like the core subjects.
Yeah. Well, when I get back, just got
to grin and bear it, really, haven't you? Like, it's a shame.
When I get back from school, like when I get back home, I listen to music, and that ranges from Curtis Mayfield to like who else is there?
Sabrina Carpenter. No, I'm joking.
My sister's the biggest fan of Sabrina
Is she
Carpenter.
Actually?
No, because sometimes I'd be listening to like Pretty Green by The Jam, and then I could hear like Man Show by Sabrina Carpenter.
It's just like, the complete difference. The complete difference. It's mad, isn't it? So yeah, I presume like obviously more of your parents' music taste is rubbed off from you rather than your sister.
My mum is like I think her favourite band are the Libertines, which is...
I don't blame her.
That's very cool.
I would say they're my favourite band of all time.
Yeah, because they were just massive in the 2000s indie scene. Because, like, as I said, there was Amy Winehouse, who, like, some people don't get her, but, like, when you listen to her back, like, loads of girl singers back then, it would be, like, loads of pop stuff, but she was jazz.
She was amazing.
It's so good.
She really broke into her own kind of category, and she was a really likeable person. It's like you could go up to her, she would be amazing, and I find it so tragic the way that the press are like with Pete Doherty, like Amy Winehouse, they'll just plaster you, looking your worst, all over the papers, saying this and that about you. But at the end of the day, they're people, they're geniuses, absolute geniuses. It's like the tabloids. I mean, you don't really get it as much anymore. I feel like it'd be good to have a bit of like a rock and roll resurgence where people will kind of like, obviously don't get into hard drugs, but not in that way. But do you know what I mean? Just a bit of a raucous going on, a bit of kind of rock and roll. Hello everyone, just a super quick reminder, I am a new business partner in this lovely brand called Grand Alliance. You may have seen them before, they're relatively new, they're seen on the terraces, they're a really class brand, great if you love your casual wear. Check them out now, they're available at grandallianceclothing.co.uk or in Artefact store in London.
Well, I think the main reason that Amy ended up like she did was, first of all, because was it husband or
like Blake?
Blake.
Yeah.
I think Blake was one of the main reasons that she got into all those hard drugs, and it was also the press. Like she was one of the people that couldn't really. She took it to like I don't know how to explain it, but they followed her everywhere.
That's it, and then you kind of without obviously promoting drug use, nothing like that, but some people, like whether it's with alcohol or like smoking, you need something to take the pain away from it, because it was just such negative press, and it must have been so hard, because I always find it so sad that that's what people kind of remember her by, and it's like, what about her absolutely insane music legacy? Like, why is there a bronze statue of her in Camden? Because she was an absolute icon. I think it's 15 years ago we lost her this month.
It was 15 years ago yesterday.
What a loss, because imagine what she could be doing.
Well, she would, without a doubt, she would still be going now.
100%.
And there's one reason why, well, there's two reasons I really, really like, three reasons actually. She makes quality music. Yeah. And there was that one bit when she was getting interviewed, and this guy was standing on a young girl's foot.
Yeah.
And she ripped the guy apart.
Yeah, because she was like, "You're standing on this young woman's foot," and he goes, "Yeah, oh no, I wasn't," and she's not young. Yeah, and it's like rude.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, she was good because she stood up for people. Yeah, you know, she didn't let it happen.
She was a really beautiful person, and I can't believe how tragic it was, really.
And she, there was this one there was a Marvin Gaye cover called "Heard It Through the Grapevine." She did it with Paul Weller, and it was
I didn't know that actually.
Good.
Wow.
You should give it a listen. It's one of the best songs you'll ever hear.
I'll have to give it a listen. Speaking of amazing songs, for me, when people ask what's your favourite song of all time, I always have two in mind. If you had to choose your favourite song of all times, it doesn't have to be technically because it's the best song ever. It could be more like because it's personal to you.
Okay, right.
What song would you pick? I mean, it doesn't have to be one. It could be a couple because it's so hard to choose one.
I'll do four.
Do four. That's perfect.
My number one is English Rose by
The Jam.
The Jam.
Beautiful song. It's just the way that it's just like, it's the boat, isn't it, that comes in first, and then that beautiful acoustic guitar riff.
And then I'd say up there is Night of the Hunter by The Libertines.
Do you know what? It's mad that you say that, because obviously their newer stuff is so, I'd say it's a bit different from their older stuff. They kind of calmed down a bit. Night of the Hunter's the one that stood out to me.
Because that's the one with like the Swan Lake thing in the background.
Yeah.
That is like, how they thought of that is, I think that album is, a lot of people like stare at me when I say that. That's my favourite Libertines album.
Do you know what? That's really refreshing to hear, actually. I guess because you're in the generation where you weren't really, I mean, when the Libertines kind of had their reunion gig, it was 2015, so I was 15. And so I still had the messy side of the Libertines. I remember seeing them, and they were off their nut. But now obviously they have families, they have responsibilities. They've kind of calmed down a bit. You probably see the side to them where it's a bit more slowed down. And like their newer album, it is fantastic. Merry Old England, again, what an absolute tune.
Such a good song.
But it's just the way that they write. It's so different and poetic. I think is how I'd put it. Poetry. It's just
Well,
amazing.
If I was to say 4, it'd be English Rose, Night of the Hunter, The Only Ones Who Know by the Arctic Monkeys.
Oh my god, yeah, what a shout.
What
a shout.
And then probably also Do Me a Favour by Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
And then it's either Do You Want to Be a Spaceman or Live Forever. It's one of those two.
I mean, I've got Live Forever tattooed on my arm. Shout out, Live. I wonder where I got the name from. I mean, for me, Live Forever, I've inspired a lot of things. But if you hear the demo of Noel Gallagher, it's on YouTube of him. It's like, I think it's just a black and white still picture of Noel Gallagher, and it's the Live Forever demo. It's Noel Gallagher sat down with an acoustic guitar, bit of reverb on the mic, and singing the most moving performance I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
And you just think, imagine being Noel Gallagher and then taking that song to the band and being like, I've just written this song, because I don't think Liam believed him at first. I mean, that's...
Yeah, no one believed that he actually wrote it.
It's like, that's your song. It's like, yeah, that's my song. And then the band must thought, we're going to be the next big thing in the world.
Well,
They were, yeah.
I'm so happy that they were, because they're still one of my favourite bands of all time.
It's like we touched upon like the duo thing, like the Lennon-McCartney. I mean, obviously, Liam and Noel, it just works. And being brothers as well, it's just a bond that is so unexplainably good, is how I would put it. It just works. It's like they have they have it. It's like, I've met Noel Gallagher. He was a bit standoffish, but, you know, he just had it, and it's just like, he's come out with some of the best songs that I think anyone's ever heard, really.
Well, yeah, there was there was a question like tell you, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Go on, yeah.
Like, when you're not having the best day, what would you put on to make it better?
Do you know what? When I'm not having the best day, I listen to sad music and be in my feels.
Really?
It sounds weird, but if I'm having a bad day, it's called Chill Out Live, my playlist, and it's got all these really, really slow, like a bit depressing songs on it. I'm trying to think what's on there. Cigarettes After Sex, I don't know if you heard them. American band. You're My Waterloo by the Libertines, Music When the Lights Go Out. All like these really slow songs, and I just like sit with the sadness, and then
just embrace the...
That's it. Yeah. Just embrace that feeling, because no matter what I do, I could drink a whole bottle of wine and it might make me feel a bit better, but only for 2 hours, and then you're back on a downer. But I kind of sit with it, and then after a few hours, I kind of come out of it, you know, go for a walk, and then I'm kind of all right. I don't know if that's weird.
No. I get that, because you're embracing it. Like, you don't want to make it, like, you're not trying to like
mask or something.
You're not trying to like cover that you're like feeling bad. Like, you need to embrace it.
Yeah.
You need to try and make it better by embracing it.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, I still can't believe how young you are. So 5 years' time, so you'll be 19.
Yeah.
So a lot of years to get lots of stuff done. Where do you see yourself? What do you hope to achieve by then?
In 5 years...
I mean, that's still young, 19.
Yeah.
That'd be mad.
I want to see the Ties sell out Electric Ballroom.
Oh, what a great venue.
That's our dream. That's our dream venue.
Yeah, well, I think that is so possible with the way you're going at the moment.
And we also dream that in the next year or this year, we want to be supporting the Molotovs.
I mean, I can see that happening really, really soon. Do you know if they've got any dates coming up soon?
Yeah,
they're playing abroad, aren't they? At the moment?
Yeah, they got a tour about, and I've asked him a couple of times, and every time he said it's all in good time. So that's a good thing as well.
Yeah, 100. I think he's signed with Marshall, isn't he?
Yes.
So they are probably quite in a contract where the support bands would have to be signed by Marshall, maybe. I don't know how it works, but do you manage everything yourself, like your social media and everything like that, or do you have a bit of help?
So I manage our Instagram. My bassist he made our TikTok.
Yeah.
And my dad sorts out all the gigs.
Oh,
and
brilliant!
All the promoting, which is like, he'd never done it before. Like,
yeah.
Just wanted to do it.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's really good, because I think it's always good, because obviously your dad believes in you, and otherwise he wouldn't be doing that for you. Do you know what I mean? For him, it must be so amazing to see his son has turned out the way you are, because it's so refreshing. I mean, you see kids nowadays, and you know, it's just like you're a complete, I'd say, like breath of fresh air. And I think that's why a lot of people are following you. That's why a lot of people are loving your stuff, because it's just so lovely to see.
Yeah.
I think it's so nice, and it's so glad. I'm so glad you don't take the negative comments the wrong way, because it's so easy to. I mean, especially at a young age, like if I was getting all those negative comments, I wouldn't know what to do. I completely wouldn't know what to do. But you got the mindset of, obviously, like you just got to rise above it and realise at the end of the day they're just jealous. But yeah, 5 years time, Electric Ballroom. I see it happening sooner. To be honest,
we just want to like. Maybe it might be pushing it, but I reckon Kentish Town Forum, because my mum and dad got married there.
Really?
On Don't Tell the Brides.
What? Sorry. Yeah. What? Wait a damn minute. Yeah. No way.
My mum and dad got married on Don't Tell the Bride, and it was a mod wedding. And let alone this was my dad's booked out the. Basically, the premise of the show, they get 12 grand to organise the dream wedding.
Yeah.
So my dad's gone up to, I think it was like Norwich Scooter Club, and he's got my mum, bless her, she was pregnant, and she's gone in one of the sidecars of the thing, all the way from where we lived to O2 Kentish Town.
Oh my
in a
goodness.
Scooter. While being pregnant, with a helmet on, with like brand new hair as well, and it's like, and it was a mod wedding, and then. They walked out. There was this band, because my second name's McBride, and there was this band called the McBrides, and they hired them, and they played Champagne Supernova.
Oh my god!
Walking down,
no way.
It's actually a very entertaining episode.
Do you know what a great story? Just throw that one in.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't say it earlier.
I was gonna say, it seems like you got some amazing stories, like even you and your family. I mean, how mad is that?
I probably got another one that will shock you.
Go on, throw it in.
I've got an uncle. He's dead now. Rest in peace, him obviously.
Just the way you put that.
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah.
But do you know him? Whatever.
Yeah,
do you know the violin?
Yeah.
That's him. That's him. That's my uncle.
Stop. He's a violinist in Whatever.
Yeah. And you could see him in the music video in the background.
Oh my god. Isn't that the music video? I think that's when Noel Gallagher rocked up late and he didn't know what he was doing. He was completely off his face or something.
It was the one in the massive white room.
Yeah, it's all black and white, isn't it, the music video? Oh my goodness. I mean, what a story to drop in. I mean, obviously, Oasis are a massive inspiration to me. So, that's a huge claim to fame. Have you got any more? Because that's a fair few already.
I do. My dad was like the biggest fan of Liam Gallagher, and he knew the area where he lived.
Was it Hampstead?
Yeah, I think it was one of his old houses in like central London.
Was that Supernova Heights? That huge house?
I'm not sure, but
it might have been.
My dad and his mate, they went up to this area and they kept on going over to like taxi drivers asking, "Oh, you know where Liam Gallagher lives?" And they pointed out this one address. They buzzed on the door, and then he answered, and they said, "Can you come down? We want a picture." And then he came down.
Wow!
And they got a picture together. I've got that somewhere.
I was going to say, does he still have that picture?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We've got it somewhere in my room or something like that.
That's amazing.
And then, he's got a story with Paul and Steve Craddock. He's never really, he's met Steve Craddock properly, but he's never really met Paul properly. But he went to go see him O2 somewhere around here. Not the actual O2, but like one. Do you know like the
they
O2
have spin-off ones, don't they? Like smaller ones. Yeah.
Well, he went to go see him there, and he's looked across the road, and there's Paul and Steve Craddock on the other side of the road, and he's like, I think he said to me, he was like, "Oh, Paul," and then he was like waving back. Then when he walked off.
That's absolutely insane. Yeah. I mean, it seems like you're growing up in a really good family with people that love decent music,
love good music.
I think it's so important. Like I mentioned, I think music just makes sense. For me, it's the one thing that's made sense. It's made me connect with people. It's been there for me when maybe some people haven't. I think it's just the biggest thing in the world. And it always baffles my mind. I was talking to someone about this recently, like when I was at Rochester Castle seeing the Libertines, and I was like, I don't get that there's some people out there that just don't listen to music. They would just sit in silence, and it's like, so when you're like on the train and walking around, they just don't listen to music. That could never be me. It's mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad. Right, I'm gonna have a quick drink break. I'm literally like about to die, and then I'll do like closing questions.
Yeah, right.
How long have we done already?
We are on 55.
That's really good. I was going to say, I usually do it stuff in segments, but I feel like I haven't had to. We've just had a good old talk. That's a good way to do it, though.
I'm just very thankful you lot got me on.
No, honestly, I'm thankful to have you. I mean, you're so like enthusiastic. And
Yeah.
Because at your age, like, I was in a shower. I was so nervous. I was a nervous wreck, and I only probably came out of that till I was 18. So it's so refreshing to see. Sweet, we'll just go for some close. I mean, I've kind of done closing questions, like where do you think you're going to be in 5 years? But you know. Right. So obviously you're playing the band, the Ties that we mentioned.
Yes.
I did have a look. You're not on Spotify, are you?
No, I don't think we're going to record until we've got some. We've only played one gig. We're going to get some gig under our belts first.
I think that's the best way to do it, because you build up a bit of a hype.
And then we're going to release it, and then hopefully it'll get some good listens. And then we'll probably well, what I'm hoping, because a thing that Paul Weller does with loads of bands he gets them into his studio called Black Barn.
Yeah, you know Danny Lyer. He did a video.
Seen all the videos.
What a lovely lad
to go pick up the guitar. It's so nice in there.
Oh my god! But yeah, touch upon like Danny Lyer, Craig Power, isn't it?
We love Danny Lyer.
He is an absolutely lovely lad. I was on the Weekend Defender photo shoot with him, so I spent like 5 hours with him. He's the most down to earth person. I've seen you in a video with him recently.
He's so funny.
He's such a lovely lad, and it's always so nice when you get someone that's so humbling.
And he's very local to me as well.
Is he? Oh, he lives in Teddington, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's right down the road.
Oh, is it? Okay, I was going to say, what part of London you're from? You're west, aren't you?
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier. But amazing. So I can see that the Ties are going to be big. I mean, you've played one gig already. And for a band to play one gig already and have that much hype around it, having Matt from the Molotovs come to watch and perform a song,
I
think you, in your gut feeling, you probably have the feeling that you know that you're onto something.
Yeah, well, I think we got some good things coming.
I really do. I really do. And I can't wait to hear your music, and it's just going to be amazing. Yeah, I think you've got a big career ahead of you.
We've got we're playing on Sunday actually.
Are you actually?
Yeah, we're playing in Twickenham. It's
Twickenham's lovely. I've spent some time in Twickenham.
It's a free festival.
Oh, that'll be brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you do mainly covers at the moment?
We've got 3 originals.
3 original.
But
Already.
we're doing loads of covers as well. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I mean, like, originals at your age, I just can't get my head around. I don't think anyone can get their head around it. I know I keep mentioning it. It's just to write songs at such a young age. I mean, it's something that I could never really do. It took me a few years to get into songwriting.
I'm just happy that we got our bassist, because he writes some really good songs.
Does he? Shout out to the bassist.
Jacob.
Big up Jacob. But I think we'll probably close it there. We've had a good old natter.
A really big old chat.
Honestly, it has been absolutely amazing to have you on. You're so likeable. You're such a refreshing face in this modern age, and you should be so proud of yourself for what you've done, because I can just see that huge things are in the pipeline for you, and it's going to be an amazing career. And honestly, I wish you all the success in the world, because you don't need my luck, but I just know that huge things are happening.
Well, thank you very much for having me on.
No, that's really all good. Nice. So guys, you can find Noah, he's also known as Sonofamod, Instagram, TikTok, his band The Ties as well, Instagram, TikTok. If there's anyone you want to shout out, look at a camera, or if not, we can leave it there.
My band.
Shout out The Ties.
Jacob and Fred.
Amazing stuff.
Love you guys.
Amazing stuff. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you for the next episode. This is also available on Spotify as well, which I realised the other day. So obviously you're watching it on YouTube, but you can listen on Spotify as well. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for Noah for coming on. Everybody have a fantastic week. Thank you.